Today I'm talking about getting wealthy in real estate without ever owning any. How does that work? How do you get wealthy? How do you make a ton of money in real estate with never owning any real estate? That's what I'm talking about today. So when I was 19, I dropped out of college and I was trying to figure out how to make money. And I was the worst real estate agent ever. I never actually did a deal on the real estate agent side. And I was fascinated when I hung my license at a company called Caliber Real Estate, and they were finding distressed properties and making money by selling pieces of paper. I was baffled. And so what that is, what I'm going to talk about today. You've heard the quote, 90% of millionaires are made so through real estate, yada, yada, yada. Well, cool. But how do I get into it? I don't have money. I don't have experience. I don't have time. I don't have a license. I'm a college kid. I'm starting my first business, whatever. How do you make money in real estate without owning it? Well, there's a concept that developed a long, long time ago where, let's call him Bob. Bob was flipping houses. He got this house on another part of town that he didn't like or know. He wanted to make money on this house, but he didn't want to flip it himself. And so what he did is in a purchase and sale agreement, which is an agreement that you sign between seller and buyer, there is something you can put in there called an assignment clause. So Bob learned about assignment clauses. And what that means is he can put a property under contract. Let's say I find a seller whose home is run down, has hoarders, or has a tarp on the roof, and he says, hey, I want to sell to you, Cole. I said, cool. I can put an addendum and a line in that agreement called an assignment clause. It's called and or assigns. So I would contract that home under my name. So it'd be Cole Ruud-Johnson or my company's name and or assigns. And we both sign that contract. Both Bob and the seller sign that contract. You get the picture so far. So Bob has found a home. Someone wants to sell to him. He doesn't want to flip it himself. He still wants to make money. So he signs that agreement with an and or assigns clause, which gives him the right to then go and sell his rights to that contract to someone else for what's called an assignment fee. This has been coined wholesaling real estate throughout the years. This is the basics of it. So now if I'm Bob, I can go on a Facebook group where I can go on a website like Propstream and find buyers, or I can go to a meetup locally and I can say, hey guys, I have a contract on a great flip in Seattle, but I live in Denver. I don't want to flip that house myself, but I have the right to assign it. I want to assign this deal. Let's say Bob has it at $220,000. What he can do is Sue, he met at an event. Sue is in the market for a flip in Seattle, and Sue can pay him $240,000. So now what happens is when the deal goes through what's called title and escrow, Bob is going to get $20,000. Susan is going to get the house, and the seller is going to get $220,000. And this blew my mind. The first deal that I did myself was an $105,000 assignment fee that I netted $45,000 of when I was 19. And I just started doing this over and over and over again. I started learning the marketing, I started learning the game, and it changed my life, literally changed my life forever. I've taught this to college kids that helped them pay their way through college, taught this to buddies of mine, friends and family, and to hundreds and hundreds of people, and I've done a ton of deals like this myself. That is wholesaling real estate. So your average assignment fee is about $20,000 nationwide. So if you want to make $10, $20, $200,000 a year, all that is a little under one deal per month. And it's just some math on that. So one deal per month, we usually come down to, you probably need about 50 leads per month. So 50 leads per month of people potentially wanting to sell. You can get those leads by cold calling yourself, hiring cold callers, driving for dollars, calling expired listings, bandit signs. There's a million ways to get leads, right? But if you can get 50 leads per month, 50 to 60 leads per month, generally speaking, you can get to that 200,000-ish per range at a very lean margin, a very healthy business. Now, we scaled this to a few $1 million per year in revenue, but a lot of people need to understand that you don't need a big business. You can make 100, 200, 300. I know people that have jobs that make an extra $50, $60, $75,000 a year by doing this. So if you want to start building wealth in real estate without owning any real estate, and you want to learn real estate, meet the players and get accustomed to it, this is the way to go. And the best part of all of this is this is literally 1 to 2% of the free training that we give out to the world across my social media. So if you're looking for more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And also, if you want to join a school community of a couple hundred people learning this with hundreds of training videos, weekly community and training calls, then the link to that is right below. Besides that, I will see you on the next video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And like I always say, you're only one deal away.